Hey ladies, it's Valerie. I hope you're all doing well. I am coming to you not looking very beautimous tonight. I just got done with a 2-mile walk. And it's in Georgia. I'm hot and sweaty. It's gross. So, just on that note. But I did want to come in and get this vlog done. This is going to be just kind of a recap of the last few weeks, and I don't have notes. I'm just kind of looking around because I've got stuff that I'm playing with my hands. But I just wanted to kind of recap, my last couple of weeks, and also to start fresh for the second half of our pregnancy. So with that being said, I am 20 weeks exactly today. Super excited about that. And honestly, the last few weeks, well, honestly, the whole pregnancy has been pretty uneventful, pretty smooth. Very, very grateful for that. I mean, there have been, little things here and there, but nothing, nothing major, nothing, too extraordinary. So that's great. But I have been, kind of wanting to update on certain, things that we've purchased, or gifts that we've gotten, our plans for the nursery, names, all of those things. So I do want to keep track of that through the second half of the pregnancy. So 20 weeks today. The second trimester has been good. Weeks 13 and 14, I was a little more tired, I guess, still. But other than that, that's probably been the main symptom. There has been a little bit of constipation here and there, a little bit of, I don't know what's the deal with my appetite. It's ever since I went on the metformin back in August, my appetite has been a little just funny as far as, wanting certain things. But I've kind of gotten back this past week onto a really healthy diet, kind of a mixture of the paleo diet with some dairy added in. If you don't know what paleo is, it's you can look it up. It's the Paleolithic diet, and it's also known as the caveman diet. It's a very healthy diet that basically eliminates processed foods and sugars. It also eliminates beans, legumes, corn, potatoes, starch, things like that, breads. A lot of people liken it to the Atkins diet. I can see why they would do that, but it is a little bit different. The idea and the premise of the diet is that you eat only what, hunter-gatherers would have eaten back in the Paleolithic era. So it is just a very, very healthy diet. But again, I love beans, I love cheese and milk and all of that. So I am substituting in some almond milk, coconut water, things like that. I still am drinking milk, 2% milk, and I'm still, like I said, gonna do beans and dairy and all of that, but it's more of just cutting out the sugars and the processed things, and that's not easy at all, but the past couple days have actually gone really well, so I'm just gonna do what I can. So, let me think. The other thing that's been a symptom throughout the entire pregnancy is really just difficulty sleeping. I have a really sensitive bladder anyway before pregnancy, so also the urination has been ridiculous. So I wouldn't say that that's what is keeping me up, but I do have to go to the bathroom maybe once or twice a night, and I sleep with my water bottle. Luckily, I bought one of those ones that doesn't leak. So I sleep with that on the bed, and I usually drink almost a whole one just throughout the night. Just, when I wake up, I take like big swigs of it. I've been really, good on water consumption. I always have been, but, again, continuing to be really good at that. What was I saying? Oh, so sleepless nights. I got one of those Boppy pillows, the Boppy Total Body pillows. The only reason I chose that, I really wanted the Snuggle, but the only reason I chose that was because we happened to be at Target one day, and spending a lot of money on a pillow is not exactly what I wanted to do, but they had them, and my husband was, I don't know, we both talk about like our finances and our budgeting, and we don't want to spend a lot, but we both you know, I was like, whatever, let's just go ahead and get this. If I don't like it, I'll return it. So I've had it for a few days now, and it's okay. I don't know that I've noticed much difference. I'm really tall. I'm 5'9". Well, not really tall, but I'm 5'9", 5'9.5", and it's just not, I don't know, maybe like it needs an extra like 6 inches maybe would be great in the middle. But I do like it. I just don't know if it's actually helping or not yet. So that's it. So I will decide probably within the next week if I actually like it or not. I don't know. I don't know how that goes with taking things back like that. I mean, I know that they do, but I don't think that they would put it back on the shelf. So I don't know. So sorry, I'm like trying to think. So yes, that's basically it. I did tell my work right around 17 weeks is when I told. Sorry, right around 17 weeks is when I came out at work. My boss had already known, but you know, as far as telling everyone else, it was either right around 17 or 18 weeks. Might have been 18. I think it was 18 actually. So that's been nice just to be able to not worry about it at work, and I will be taking 12 weeks off for maternity leave. I'm really jealous of the people over in Europe and stuff who get to take a year off because I'm not wanting to go back, but that's a whole different story. But I will be taking 12 weeks, and gosh. Okay, so then we told, we had a gender ultrasound at 16 weeks and 4 days, which is when we found out it was a boy. And then we waited until our anatomy scan at 18 weeks and 5 days. And again, we got confirmation that it's a boy. And then the very next day, we came out on our Facebook, our personal Facebooks, which I don't use mine anymore. I don't really use it. But my husband uses his still, and he really wanted to post something, and so I went ahead and, got back on mine and everything, but I still haven't really been very active on there, and I probably won't, but we did tell, like, basically the world. So, let's see, there's something else I was going to tell you guys. Sorry. But anyway, oh, now it's going to bug me. Okay, sorry. This is why I usually have notes. And I'm sorry if I'm saying 1,000 times. But, let's see. Let me think for a second. 19 weeks. Oh, at the doctor's office, at the anatomy scan, we went in at 18 weeks and 5 days. Our baby measured at 19 weeks and 4 days. And so that's great. We didn't have... we did not have, just a brief history of our appointments. We did not have the nuchal translucency screening done. We did not have that done. We did not have the AFP, the quad screen done. They wanted me to have an early glucose tolerance test, but they messed up that day that we went, and they forgot to give it to me in time. So I didn't have to have it, which I was really grateful for, because some of you know, if you're on my Facebook, that I was really back and forth about the glucose tolerance test, and I still am, because I know that I'm going to be expected to take it at 28 weeks. And I really don't want to. And the reason is not because I'm afraid of the sugary drink. Everyone that I talk to in my real life is all like, oh, well, it's not that bad. I don't want to overload my body with 75 grams of sugar and my baby. I just don't want to do that, and I don't see the need for it. And if I did have gestational diabetes, which there's even a debate if that even exists, then I would be doing the same exact things I'm doing now as far as watching my diet, exercising, just making good decisions. So I don't know. I do understand the severity of it, and I do understand that your body may process sugar and insulin differently during pregnancy, but I just believe that there has got to be another way to do it. So I'm going to ask my doctor on my 24-week visit if there's a modified way to test, whether it's taking my blood test every day, or testing my blood sugar every day, or I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I could figure out a way, to keep a record of my blood sugar without having to overload my body and my baby and feel miserable. So anyway, just a thought. We declined any of the screenings after discussions with our doctor. We had originally always planned on declining the NT scan because of false positives, and it's just not a very reliable test, I don't believe. And of our age, you know, we just decided that we did not. We're both in our late 20s, but we just didn't see the need for it. The AFP is the alpha fetoprotein. I think that's the whole thing. Might not be. But we decided after speaking with a doctor that, again, it is still just a screen, and if it were to come back, there are still false positives on that because it's just a blood test that they take from you, from mom. You know, it's not directly from the baby, or from the placenta, or it's not like an amnio or CVS. It's just a blood draw from the mom. So if it were positive, you would have to go to specialists and continue to get tests and blood tests done, and it's still just a screening. There are a lot of it's not a definitive diagnostic test, and we just decided that we just were going to trust in God and just trust that you know, the growth was going fine, the heartbeat's fine, everything looks great. They have no reason for concern, and I know that isn't necessarily a guarantee either, but we just didn't see the need to do it, and we made the decision, and we were at peace to, you know, continue the rest of our pregnancy and just, you know, not worry about it. When our baby's in our arms, we will, you know, it's not going to change anything. We're going to love him and make decisions as needed then. So I know a lot of people say that they want to be prepared and all of this, but honestly, I don't think for us that it would make us any more or less prepared. So we're just going with that. So yeah, the last few weeks have been good. We've been busy, really busy. Work has been busy. Outside of work has been busy. We've been walking every night, usually anywhere from 1 to 2 miles, usually average around like 1.7 miles. And then I've been doing a prenatal yoga as well. It's just a videotape that I have, and it's 30 minutes long, but it's really been, I think it's really been helping me. I really wanted to stay toned. I'm not worried or concerned, and I mentioned the diet, but I'm not worried about dieting and calories and all of that. I just really want to be healthy, and I really want to stay healthy and stay toned through my pregnancy, because I know it's going to be so much helpful, you know, so much more helpful, both for the delivery and afterward, getting my body back into shape. So I've had a lot of friends who, you know, who've gone through it, and that's what they've said that they wish that they would have done. They wish they would have stayed more, you know, more toned, you know, more healthy throughout. So I'm just kind of taking their advice, and let's see. Oh, we're going to the beach in a couple of weeks. So that's another reason I still wanted to be nice and toned for the beach. And I know that's silly, but again, it's something that's at least motivating when I'm a little bit more tired, and I'm definitely not overdoing it by any means. But again, like I said, I just want to keep my body in shape, because this is you know, this is an important time, and I don't want to get lax, and I don't want to, you know, to use the excuse that I'm pregnant and overeat or eat, poor, you know, make poor choices as far as eating goes. And I've done that. I mean, absolutely, like Taco Bell, Doritos. Yeah, definitely. But I just don't want to use that as an excuse. And there were a lot of weeks where I couldn't get out and go exercise because I was exhausted and tired. And the other thing, I was sick. I have really bad allergies, and I also got a cold. Everyone around has been sick. So I had a touch of a cold. It wasn't anything too bad, but it was like a good couple of weeks where it was just kind of draining me. And which is why I'm still kind of sounding a little bit off, but that also is from allergies. So what else? I think that's really it. I do have a lot of other videos that I want to make, and I'm going to try to do them in the next few days. I want to make, again, I'm working on making the Bradley class reviews that we're taking. We've done 3 so far. I have a breastfeeding class update and also a nutrition class update, and I may just combine those into one video. What else? And that's it. Yeah, this week, okay, so I'll get a little bit more into it. This is probably going to be a 20-minute long video. I apologize. This week, symptoms, again, just kind of a backache is pretty constant, just this, lower backache, and now just upper back as well. But a little bit of backache. Still, sleeping is pretty the same. It's just not great, but it's not terrible. I don't know if my boobs are really getting bigger. I think they've gotten a little bit bigger, but nothing ridiculous. I haven't had to buy a new bra or anything like that. Definitely wearing maternity clothes if at all possible. I will get up in a minute and do a belly shot, and please forgive me, I'm wearing these these sleep shorts and this t-shirt, but I haven't been measuring my belly or anything. I probably should have, just so I could know. I don't even think I have my measuring tape around here. And as far as weight goes, at my doctor's office, let's see, back in January, I believe I was 136, and the last time I went back to the doctor's office, which was, again, 18 weeks and 5 days, I was at 148, so right around 12 pounds, 10 to 12 pounds, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So I just, again, want to make sure that I'm, gaining a healthy weight and not putting it on too rapidly. So I think that is pretty standard. So what else? I think that's it. So sorry that this video is all over the place. I knew, since I didn't have notes, that it would be bad, but I knew that if I sat down to write notes that I might not get the video done. So I will go ahead and do a belly shot. We'll go into the other room, and like I said, excuse my outfit. It's pretty awful. Let's just go in here. I don't even know if the bathroom's clean, so bear with me. Oh, it's bright. Okay. I'll try to set you down right here. Okay, so here is belly from the front. You can see it poking out. This is just a regular t-shirt. Sorry for the echo and the weird sound. I've got my air on. So anyway, front, side, other side, and then shirt up. I do have the linea negra thing. I don't know if you can see it. You might be able to see it a little bit. I started seeing that though, like literally around 13 weeks, so it's just still there. I did take my belly button ring out. Oh, you can probably see that too. Here, I'll pick it up. Can you see that my belly button's already starting to poke out? I had a completely in belly button before. Anyway, sorry, sorry if that's a weird shot, but yeah, it started poking out like that, like on that one side a couple of weeks ago. So, but yeah. So from the side, and that side, 20 weeks, halfway. This thing has 20 more weeks to grow. So yeah, I am really glad that I was able to at least come on and do this. Sorry again for the awful lighting and awful hair and all of this awfulness, but I will do my absolute best to try to do weekly vlogs as much as possible. So thank you so much, ladies. I know that I'm missing a lot, so hopefully I'll remember and I'll come back on here and do another video soon. All right, bye.